Myrla's back. Myrla's back. She was on a platform on YouTube called Tamara Tattle Tales, and Myrla's supposed to reveal what really happened between her and Gil. But I said it before I even saw it, I was like, I bet it's going to be more of the same. Sure enough, I watch it, and Myrla's just saying the same thing. It's money, money, money. We were like 20 minutes into the interview, and all she could talk about was Gil wasn't honest with his money. He wasn't able to stack a savings account. She didn't want him to go on vacation because he didn't have a savings. And then they showed the clip of where he said his savings went to Colombia, I guess to help his family. He didn't have a savings in Colombia, but his money went to Colombia to help his family, which is honorable. But I mean, was this a marriage or a business transaction? I mean, if I wanted to know all about banking, I guess Myrla would be the first one I'd go to because all she talked about was money. And then when she was on the reunion show, she told Pastor Cal, well, it's not just the money. It was all about the money, you know. And then she talks about she wanted someone, you know, equal on her level so they could travel and everything. Not more than what I am, just equal. Well, if you got everything, what do you care what he has? You're fine, right? She's showing all these pictures of her on vacation in different countries. She loves traveling. That's fine. But you notice one thing, Myrla, in all those pictures, you were by yourself. You were by yourself. Didn't you get on the show so you'd have somebody to be with? So what good is traveling if you're still by yourself? You could just see by, you know, what she was wearing in the pictures and bikinis and stuff. She's so self-absorbed. Why would you come on a show to get married to a stranger knowing you're that self-absorbed? Even if she met a guy that had as much money as her or even more, I don't see it working out because it's all about Myrla. And she comes across, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, say she's like a bad person. She seems classy and all, but what she did to Gil wasn't classy. And I wish Tamara had said to her, you know, because she kept talking about the main reason her and Gil didn't work out was because he was dishonest. How honest was it of you to go on the show talking about you couldn't have prayed for a better guy and he opens the door for you, gives you flowers? How honest was it of you to say all that, and then on the reunion show you revealed that you told him to pretty much kick rocks? She said it went down, he wanted to talk to her something and she didn't want to because he was about to work his 24-hour shift. And she didn't want to talk about it, but he's like, no, let's talk. And she said, well, we're two different people. We're going in two different directions. And he's like, so what are you saying? You don't want to be with me? And she said, yeah, I don't want to be with you. So she said he hung up on her. I mean, can you blame him? But she, like I said, she's still talking about money, 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 and more money. Money, money, money. I feel sorry for the guy that ever gets with her. Say he loses his money, I guess she's out the door because it's all about money. You know, it's a business deal, not so much a marriage. You know, did love even come in the conversation? I know at the end they played a little game like the lady Tamara asked her, what would you rather get rid of or something, money or love? She said, oh, money. I'm like, that's the answer. It seems like she gave the answer that she felt people would want to hear, because if it was really about love, then how come you didn't talk about love? It was all about money. Why doesn't love ever come into the equation? I know people say, well, love doesn't pay the bills. Love doesn't do that. Then how come people in third world countries, I've heard billionaires that go over to third world countries and say, you know what? Those were the happiest people I've ever seen in my life, and they had the least. So funny, people with the least amount of money, seems like those situations work out. But over here in America, where you see billionaires and millionaires, a lot of those people are jumping off bridges and doing all kind of crazy stuff, you know, trying to end their existence. So if it's all about money, why are the super rich people they don't seem like they're very happy, you know? Because love is what really counts, you know? And I'm not saying that because I ain't got no money. I'm doing great, you know. I'm not saying that like, oh, sticking up for all the people with no money. No, but there was a point where I didn't have much money, and it's no fun for people to try to look down on you because you don't have any money. Because like I always say, money comes and goes, so you shouldn't critique somebody by their money. You should critique them by their character, their honor, how they carry themselves. You know, when they say something, do they stick to it? But Myrla was just, and she said too that another contradiction, Gil was handsome, but she wasn't attracted to him. I mean, I guess I can kind of see what she means, but it still sounds kind of funny. He's handsome, but I don't want him. You know, she said her celebrity crush was Odell Beckham Jr., but I guess once, you know, she got with him, I guess if his NFL career ended and his money went tight, I guess she'd be, whew. You didn't have a savings, Odell, so kick rocks barefoot on Pebble Beach, homie. But Myrla's about the same thing. If she does another interview, it's going to be the same thing. He wasn't honest about the money. He didn't pay her back something. And it's just, you wouldn't even know if you just tuned into the interview. You wouldn't even necessarily know she was talking about a marriage. You would think she was talking about a business transaction or a loan she gave a corporation or something. I mean, you're like, oh, she's talking about a marriage? Oh, funny. She didn't even mention love, I don't think. You know, what's love? You know, love doesn't matter nowadays, I guess. Anyway, Myrla, still disappointed in you. You didn't treat Gil right. I don't care how you try to justify it. I don't care how many gold diggers are out there trying to big her up and talk about, girl, you better go. No, stop. You guys are going to all find yourselves around 80 years old, lonely, wondering what happened. Watch and see. Anyway, it's the J. Roos theory. Yeah, check the interview out if you can stomach it. Anyway, make sure to subscribe, comment, share, like, all that, and be fearless, of course. Yeah.